front starts, I think some of you guys have heard me talk about it. I think the most important things is generating forward speed. So forward propulsion and off the blocks and into the water. I think the important things are staying low off the blocks, using your arms, and then nailing the entry, hitting an awesome line. So this is Whitney Myers, who I think is highly regarded as one of the best, if not the best, female starter on the national team. A couple things that I'd like you to notice or look at in all these videos is how people set up on the blocks, and then their body line, I guess the direction of their jump when they push off the blocks, forward or horizontal. So trying to generate forward speed, and then their line on the entry. Many of our national teamers are moving toward I guess there are many ways to call it, but kind of a leaning back position on the block. So you can call it rear-weighted track start, lean back, slingshot, whatever you want to call it. Being able to push off that back foot and use your arms to help generate that forward propulsion is just a tremendous advantage. Using your arms is absolutely critical. So in terms of getting herself to move forward from this position, the goal is to just generate forward speed, get your hips moving forward. She's actually pulling the block, pulling herself, I guess, forward, and pulling on the block to help herself move forward. I think that's a hard concept because I've definitely tried teaching it to a few people, and I think the natural tendency, and you might see some of your athletes, they'll get up on the blocks, their elbows would be out, and the natural tendency would be to like almost push off. But what I'm talking about is pulling on the block. Really, I think trying to stay forward, trying to stay low off the blocks. I think a couple keys to that is actually notice her head position on the block, looking straight down. So I think there's a tendency to tuck your head, and then first thing is throw your head. And I think that tendency actually leads to somebody standing up a little bit too much. I think it's really helpful to actually hold your head in that kind of neutral position, and it's not about driving your body. I think when people throw their head, they tend to lift their upper body as well. And the whole thing is about staying low. I think the starting position is the absolute critical thing that starts that chain of events. So finding that comfortable starting position, I think it's going to vary with hamstring. Hamstring flexibility is going to vary with body proportions. Me, I have kind of these short legs, and it looks like when I lean back, it looks like I'm sitting down a little bit more. So I think you're going to have to be open to understanding that there's going to be differences from person to person. Trying to stick to the core things, which using your arms, staying low, and having an awesome line on the entry.